Bro really said, y'all can keep that Nobel Peace Prize. I don't really even want that. Y'all can have it. You know what I really want? I want peace in the Middle East. So bro said, let's get these hostages home.
Have you guys seen these videos of hostages meeting their parents? What blows my mind is I'm in LA and I remember seeing the Free Palestine protests. I saw them all over. I have not seen the equivalent of what I saw of the protests in celebration of the hostages being freed, the ceasefire. Very interesting.
Oh, he met with their families as well, but you guys probably don't care about that, so let's move on. But bro said, that's not enough. Let's get over 20 countries to Egypt to sign a peace plan to not only end the fighting in Gaza, but get the aid in and begin the process of reconstructing Gaza. Isn't that what y'all wanted, liberals, Democrats? Isn't that what you wanted? You know, I've been trying to find signs of life within the Democratic Party, and I truly believe it's over. October 13th, 2025 will be remembered as the day the Democratic Party died. It's over.
It says signs of life. This was insane right here. Crowd in Hostage Square. Thank Trump. Hundreds of thousands of Israelis gather in Hostage Square in Tel Aviv as excitement grows ahead of the release of the last hostages held in Gaza. Crowds unfurled a giant banner praising Trump.
I would like to thank President Trump, Mr. Steve Witkoff, and the entire U.S. administration. You have made history.
To Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu,
Yeah, this has been it's been crazy to watch.
Liberals for the past 2 years have been stating how badly they want Palestine free, how horrible this war is, rioting about it, raving about it, and yet when Trump says, okay, you want it over with, I'll make it happen, and he makes it happen, there's no celebration. Why aren't you guys parading on the streets? You guys have been fighting for this cause for 2 years, and now that it's over with, you guys have nothing to say? Why is that?
It's very interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. Let's check out a few of these comments. Top commenter says, liberalism is a mental disorder. Somebody else here says, because they're no longer getting paid for it. Somebody else here added, they never cared. Yeah, I think it's a mixture of not actually caring, a groupthink mentality. And, you know, you now got to find something else to complain about. Let's take a quick moment here to thank the sponsor of our channel, fathershaverights.com. In our prenup guide at fathershaverights.com, one of our expert attorneys explains it clearly. When you get married, your upside might be infinite. A great marriage is a beautiful and wonderful thing, not just for you, but for the family that you plan to build with your future wife. But without a prenup, your downside is also infinite, meaning there is no limit to your losses. That's why you need a prenuptial agreement. And although a prenup cannot protect you from things like custody or child support, what a prenup can do is set clear expectations inside the marriage, which often reduces false expectations and discourages divorce in the first place because both parties know what's at stake. If you're engaged, proposing, or soon to be married, click the link pinned to the top of the comment section and join the hundreds of men securing their future marriages the right way.
So the people in Gaza have been cheering, excited about this peace deal, even going to the extreme of cheering for Trump. Now, my question is, where are all the Americans that were flooding the streets in protest? How come y'all ain't celebrating? Or was it just for show? And this is what I be saying about left-leaning lunatics. These motherfuckers don't stand on no convictions. They just do whatever's trending. Because if you were that passionate about having peace in the Middle East, you'd be out there celebrating. You'd be out there putting on your red hats. But no, not y'all. It's because y'all got TDS. And you can't see past your own bullshit. I mean, me personally, I think it's a shitty deal, but at least they ain't dying. At least there's peace for right now. It's definitely worth celebrating. It's definitely worth saying, you know what, Trump, thank you for doing this. For whatever his interest is, that don't matter. People not dying, now that's what matters.
Trump, I want to say thank you. You deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. You flew all over the Middle East today to make peace. And I'm shocked you haven't already won the Nobel Peace Prize because you truly deserve it. The war is finally over and my heart feels like it can finally be happy again. I haven't seen my family in 3 years and I'm so grateful that everyone is alive. And in the next 2 months, I'm finally going to fly to visit them. Thanks to you, Trump. Thanks to you. Thanks to you. So thank you. And anyone who's against you is just a bad person because no one else has ever made such a history in the Middle East the same as you did. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And listen, I understand that things may be more complicated than they appear. I get it. But to really realize it, a large majority of people who are seem very passionate about wanting to see an end to these people suffering, wanting to see people reunite with their families, like you see here with this lady. And you see those same people who have nothing but skepticism, to show. And there's not even a little bit of acknowledgement of progress made here. Is kind of crazy. Top commentator says he's hated in our own country by Dems. Not one liberal in the U.S. will celebrate this.
I'm telling you right now, Donald Trump could find the cure to cancer tomorrow, and the leftists will still hate him for it. And the leftists will find a way to dog on him for it. The fact that the response of the left has been, or the lack of response from the left, has been nothing but negativity towards the peace deal that's being brokered by Trump for Israel and Palestine speaks volumes. It shows that they really could not give a flying frick about the Palestinian people and the lives that are being saved through this peace deal. They don't care that there is a glimpse of hope between these people groups that have been at war with each other, specifically for the past 2 years, of which they've been saying and spewing free Palestine to no tomorrow for 2 years. And we're finally seeing a glimpse of hope, and they are silent or they are negative regarding what is occurring. Why? Because Orange Man bad. Orange Man made the deal. I don't like Orange Man, therefore I don't like the deal. Therefore I want the war to continue unless it's someone who's on my side brokering the deal. You're mentally sick. I hope you get help. Ridiculous.
Somebody else who says America is so happy for you. Here's somebody else who says Trump is the best president ever. Another person who added, thank you for expressing yourself. Here's somebody else who says, I truly wish your family well and so thankful you will be once again reunited.
Seriously, what the hell are you guys going to cry about now? Just brokered a peace deal in the Middle East, something your precious Democrats could never do. You're still out here chanting Free Palestine while accusing the conservatives of supporting genocide. Have you guys ever thought about cracking open a history book and finding the real definition of that word? You're calling genocide doesn't even meet the actual definition. Well, it's Republicans and conservatives pushing for hostages to come home, children to stop dying, and, well, for actual peace. Endless talking points and promises. You can already see the headlines next week. The media will hand you some new fake outrage that you guys will be all up in arms about. Whip up another lie, another crisis, so that way you guys can continue to play victim without having a single fact to it. That's the liberal playbook. Continue to cry oppression even if you have facts right in front of your face. Cry about kids while defending policies that literally hurt them. Cry about peace while refusing to admit who actually delivered it. Oh yeah, go ahead, cry harder, because I don't even know what the hell you guys are going to cry about next. Because your president, Donald J. Trump, he brought peace where Democrats just brought all this damn chaos. But don't worry, we'll be here waiting to prove you all wrong again.
Another person who says, God bless. Somebody else who says, best president ever. Another person who says, happy for you. I'm definitely happy for the lives that have been saved. Hey guys, as always, I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon to be married men. If you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link into the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.